for many people 2020 has been a very difficult year, but for me personally, it has been the best year of my life, my entire life. You may ask how, why? So that was because I made lot of changes in my life, and one of the biggest change that I made in my life was setting or building personal boundaries. And in this video we are going to talk about that. These tips might help you as well in the same way they helped me. So let's start immediately. My name is Nitya and I welcome you all to my channel Revamp Mind. Now before moving ahead, I would like to first of all thank all those people who made a difference in my life, who helped me to grow as a person, to move out of my negativity to more positivity. So thank you very much for bringing me from darkness to light. And I would also like to rehydrate one thing that I'm not completely out of everything. I still do a lot of mistakes. I'm still learning, but I'm sure eventually I will get there. I'll become a better and better person who can stand up for herself always. So let's start and first understand that why is it important to set up a personal boundary. So personal boundary, by setting up a personal boundary, you're communicating to the other person that you respect yourself and you want others to respect you as well. That means you will not allow anyone to disrespect you, insult you in any way, allow you to walk all over you through their toxicity, insults, abusive behavior, or negative or narrow thinking. As I said, I made a lot of changes, and those people who have been watching my videos before, they are already aware that I have spent my whole life in toxicity. I have been surrounded by a lot of toxic people my entire life, which made me suffer a lot. I never used to love myself. I had no self-love, lack of self-confidence, and probably I allowed many people to overpower me or control me or use me in the way they wanted. So there are few things which I understood and which I stopped this year. So I'll be sharing that. And the first thing is saying no. What happens with many people is we are people pleaser. I mean, we always try to be people pleaser. We feel that everyone should like us, and if we say no to someone, they might think that we are rude or we are not obedient, we are disobeying them. But that is not wrong. In fact, if you keep saying yes every time, then people will start taking you for granted. They will think that she doesn't have any work, and even for small things which they can do themselves, they will start calling you, which is wrong. This used to happen with me as well, because every time I used to feel that I need people to like me. I want everyone to like me. I want everyone to value me. I want everyone's high regards. And I always wanted to prove that I am the best. And because of that, many times I used to say yes when I wanted to say no. I would not say that every time I used to say no, or every time I used to say yes. But there were many times when I used to say yes even when I wanted to say no. And that used to waste a lot of my time. The next point I would like to come up with is, since childhood, I always had this thought process that if any elder person is shouting or insulting or abusing or doing anything wrong, I have to always keep quiet because they are elders. And I understood this very late, and after having suffered a lot of insult, suffocation, and lot of misery, that you cannot allow any person, be it any age, to just insult you or to treat you like a doormat or the way they want. So I remember an incident. So few years back, I was walking on the terrace in my building in the evening, in the afternoon, I guess, and a person was staying in my building. He was 65 years old, or maybe little bit more than that. He came up to me and he started shouting and insulting me for no reason. And I just kept quiet. I did not say anything. I went home and I kept crying. This was just one of the incidents. There were many incidents like this when I should have talked back, and I just kept quiet. I just kept suffocating inside, which I understood very late that I should have spoken back. Now, don't get me wrong over here, okay? I'm not saying that you should respect, or you should disrespect elders. I'm not saying that you should insult elders or talk back to back, so whatever they are saying. No. I'm just saying that if any person is insulting you or not treating the way you want them to treat you, then it's time for you to stand up. Because if you keep quiet and allow them to probably share their negativity over you again and again, just keep quiet whenever they are shouting at you, taunting you, insulting you unnecessarily, then you are just giving them more chance to think that, okay, this person will always be quiet whenever I insult her. So they get an opportunity, or they feel that they have a right to insult you over and over again, which is wrong. So it is time to stop that. And once you start standing up for yourself, once you start giving back in the right way, you would understand that people automatically stop behaving in the wrong way. Because the person who gives insults, they cannot take insults. They don't have their capacity. Their ego is too much. So they would never want to do that. The next point which I understood was probably the biggest one, which is being an open book. I have been an open book my whole life. I used to trust people blindly. I used to tell them everything about my life. And so I was very gullible, very vulnerable, and people took advantage of me naturally. So understand one thing, do not share everything about your life. It is always better to be a closed book than an open book. Be an open book or share about your life to the people who are in your inner circle or who value you. Because for others who don't value you, and if you share your life story or your incidents or what you want to do in your life, that just gives them, for them, you are just a person who can be mocked, who can be insulted, who can be abused, laughed upon, gossiped upon, or being taken advantage of. So it's high time to stop being an open book and share only those things that needs to be shared. The last point that I would like to share, or which I understood, is that you need to cut off the right people. Or how do you cut off the family members? I mean, cutting off friends is more easy because you can slowly stop talking to them and then just cut them off from your life. But what about your family members? What about your parents? What about your close relatives? How do you cut them off? So in future, I would be making a video where I'll be giving you more tips on how you can reduce your communication, or how you can set up a boundaries or build a personal boundary for your relatives or close relatives, family members. But in this video, probably I'll just share a few pointers with you. So one thing is you can minimize communication with them as much as possible. So if they are your parents, probably start working and start moving out. It would be better, or at least reduce the communication if you cannot cut them out from your life completely, anyone. If you're going for a family event, probably just stay there for 10-15 minutes and just come out. And if someone asks you any personal question or anything that you don't want to answer, you can tell them directly that I don't want to answer. It's simple as that. So these are few things that helped me, and I'm sure they would help you as well. Do let me know in the comment box what you think about, and if you have any ideas as well, please let me know. And if you like the video, please click on the like button and please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. I'm working really hard, so please appreciate that. And allow me, or my target is that by this year and within 2 months I want to cross 150 subscribers, so please help me with that as well. Subscribe to my channel, share this video with as many people as possible, because these things help a lot of people. And before ending the video, I would just like to say, I would like to wish everyone a very, very happy Diwali in advance. May this Diwali remove all the obstacles, the darkness or rough patches that have happened in this year or have happened in your life, and bring all the lightness in your life. So till next time, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye.